Welcome to Freezer Milk Podcast. I'm your host, Bridget, along with my husband, Chris. Weekly, we talk about being parents, what happened that week. It's basically our therapy session to vent out everything that we went through. We are boy parents. We have 3 boys, Enzo, Rhett, and Arlo. And if you'd like to get to know us a little bit better, you can check out our website, freezermilk.com, or follow us on Instagram at Freezer Milk Podcast. We also have YouTube and TikTok, Freezer Milk. Thanks so much for listening, and we hope you enjoy. Welcome back.
Howdy, howdy.
It's another day, another week.
It's almost Friday.
It is. We're a little behind on this one. It's okay.
What's okay? As long as we show up, right?
That's all we gotta do. Show up. How's everyone's week been?
It's just been long.
Yeah.
Busy. You're going back to work next week. How you feeling about that?
Yep.
That's about it, huh?
Trying to get the excitement going for going back to work.
It's hard when you have 4 months off.
Yeah, and it's hard when it's like your last baby and you're trying to like savor every moment, and it's just tough.
I'm just terrified how we're going to juggle it when you do go back to work, because
we'll figure it out.
It's going to be a lot. A lot of stress.
We always do. We figure it out. That's what we do.
And then Enzo's going to do homeschooling.
Virtual school next year.
That'll be fun.
Just everybody around all the time.
Yeah, great.
No breaks. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, we did it with Rhett.
We did.
We survived it, and we didn't have a nanny help.
And, like, again, babies don't keep, you know? Like, it's going so fast, right?
Yeah, but unfortunately, I have more flexibility in my job than you do.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know. Like, I don't know what I'm walking into because I've been gone for 4 months.
You know exactly what you're walking into because your boss quit and you're ending up with another one. So.
Yeah. It'll be okay. We'll figure it out. It's okay, though. Want to talk about our awkward experience we had to do this week?
Awkward?
To test for your vasectomy.
Oh, yeah. Not really, but...
Anyone who's ever had to go in a cup, I'm sure, is fully aware of how challenging that is.
Yeah, it's not the most... they give you a small cup. Like, it's very small. And they expect you to, like, control. And it's just very... It's difficult.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Wow.
But we got the results back, and I no longer can have kids, so that's good.
Yeah. Vasectomy worked for now. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Arlo had his 4-month checkup today, and he has bumped up in percentiles.
Yeah, he's doing a lot better, according to the doc, so that's good.
He went from, his lowest was like, 7.8, 7.9, and then at his 2-month appointment, he was at 10%, or 10 percentile for weight. And then today was his 4-month, and he's at 17th percentile.
Yeah, he's gaining...
The boy's gained 3 pounds.
He eats like a horse. He doesn't stop eating. He always wants a bottle in his mouth.
It's so tough because I'm like, man, if you're nursed, like, because you're doing this for comfort, but you don't know how to, like, because the milk flows so much faster out of a bottle. Like, if you were comfort nursing, then you wouldn't be getting so much milk to the point where you're spitting up. But you're not comfort nursing, you're bottle comforting. Yeah. And so you're getting way too much milk, and then you're spitting it all up. And
yeah, your belly's full, and you don't feel good. And
you have to burp.
You got to burp, you got to fart, you got some of the worst gas I've ever smelled come out of the smallest creature in the world. I'm like, holy cow.
He's
awful.
He's got a little bit of stinky butts.
But he is doing a lot better. I mean, as far as his like overall appearance, but in his physical health, but his personality,
demeanor.
Yeah, his demeanor. He's actually a pretty chill baby. He's nothing like Rhett was.
He's such a good final baby. Like, he's such a little sweetheart. I know I say it probably every single episode.
You do.
But he really is. He's just such a sweetheart.
Mm.
And he, like, laughs at stuff, and...
He doesn't...
Ooh, he rolled over.
He did roll over.
So I didn't realize. I wasn't counting the fact, because I told the doctor today. I was like, oh, yeah, he rolled from back to belly yesterday for the first time. And the doctor's like, oh, you mean belly to back? And I was like, what? No. He hasn't done that one yet. And he was like, if he goes on his belly, he doesn't flip onto his back. And I was like, oh, yeah, he does. Like, his head just leads him. He just throws his head and it throws his whole body weight. And he flips back over. He was like, yeah, that's most babies do that first. They do belly to back. He was like, going from back to belly is like a 6-month skill.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this child does it. And he was like, that's impressive because it means they have to have, like, the core strength to be able to, like, you know, do that and whatnot.
Yeah, he figures it out.
And I was like, yeah, he's probably going to be sitting up in, like, a month.
Mm-hmm.
That child, like, tries to sit up now. They gave him, he had to have, like, a immunization today. And, like, when she, like, jabbed him in the leg, he, like, did, like, a crunch and, like, almost sat up. And she was like, what? But he didn't cry. What 4-month-old doesn't cry?
Rhett freaked out the last time we did shots, I remember.
Rhett freaked out every time. All children freak out every time you get shots.
It's very uncomfortable.
Uh-huh. I don't like shots.
Nope.
I mean, I don't cry, but I did. Like, but the nurse and I both looked at him because he started to make a cry face and his face got all red, and then he was just like, okay.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Moving on.
I was like, what? Are you okay?
Yeah, he's different. He's definitely a different baby compared to Rhett. Rhett was complete opposite, polar opposites, as far as that's concerned. But as far as features, like looks and stuff, he's
Like a freaking twin.
They're identicals, but
it's only in the last like month or two that all of a sudden because he looked a lot like Enzo when he was a newborn. He looked a lot like Enzo, and then recently in the last, I would say like 6 weeks, he's become a clone of Rhett, like with slightly darker hair.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of Rhett probably 2 years ago. It was probably about a year and a half ago that I had pictures of him, and I put him next to. I was showing Susan. I was like, "Oh yeah, look at this picture," and she's like, "Oh, Arlo looks cute," and I'm like, "That's Rhett," and she's like, "Oh my god,
they're twins."
She was taken back by it. I'm like, "Yeah, they're exactly the same. You'd never be able to tell them apart."
No,
the features were strong with me, my genes.
I thought my DNA at least stood a chance. It did not. Not at all.
No, they didn't get any of yours. Just your attitude.
Rhett got my curly hair.
Yeah, that's true. He's got really curly hair.
It's getting curlier,
man.
every week, I feel like. We started using, like, a curl shampoo with it, and so it curls beautifully now.
Yeah, Susan did it today, and I walked out, and I was like, oh, my God, you look like Curly Sue.
I love it. It's, like, dirty blonde with, like, some, like, white or blonde highlights through it. It's beautiful. Susan was so funny, so she was telling me that she complimented Enzo on his hair. She, like, ran her hand, like, through his hair, and she was like, you just have the most perfect hair. And Enzo was all, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
surprised you let her touch him.
Susan was like, hey, when someone tells you something like that, you just need to say thank you and not, I know.
Right. God.
I know. I was like, I mean, I do tell him that all the time. He has really good hair now.
Yeah.
When he was their age.
Remember when he was growing it out?
Ugh, yeah.
It was like that young Justin Bieber phase.
Right.
What was he trying to... He was trying to...
He wanted, like, anime hair.
Yeah.
That would, like, swoop in front of his eye.
Oh, God, it was so annoying. I hated it. Awful. And we made him cut it.
It cracked me up.
Yeah. These kids, man, they don't know what's good for them.
I'm really intrigued to figure out, like, we have to eventually, because right now we have the SNU. For all your parents out there, or people that are expecting to have babies, or know someone that's going to have a baby, the SNU, which is like the motorized bassinet that's put out by the Happiest Baby Company, life-changing.
Yeah,
you can rent it. If you're only having one kid, and only one, rent it. If you're going to have more than one, buy it. Because it's expensive, but if you rent it twice, it's more than if you bought it. But it's amazing. Like, I'm dreading transitioning out of it.
It was definitely a game changer, especially with Rhett. Had we had known earlier that it existed and we could rent it, then we would have done it. But, I mean, it really calmed him down, and we were able to get him to sleep, which was tough.
It's cool because it does, like, white noise, and it does motion, and then it, like, changes the motion on the white noise if the baby is, like, needing to be soothed. But they, you have to transition them at, like, 6 months or earlier, and
we're coming up on it.
It's going too fast. It's terrible.
Yeah, before you know it, he'll be a year old. Or 16, getting his driver's license.
I still get shocked sometimes at Enzo's like 8. 17. I like look back at photos of like when Rhett was born, and I was like, Enzo.
You're going to be taking a photo of him. He's going to go to prom with his date.
Oh my gosh. Stop trying to make me cry.
I'm going to be waving as he's leaving, going off to college. Bye.
Stop trying to make me cry.
Getting ready to turn his room into my man cave.
Terrible.
Bolt the door.
He's going to live at home forever. He's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was looking at the photos of Enzo when Rhett was born 2 years ago. And Enzo has grown up so much.
Yeah.
Just from 6 to 8, like the development of like maturity, like mental maturity, emotional, like it's bonkers.
Was it Monday I picked him up from school, and it really hit me how young he really is, though, because he lost a tooth, and on the way home from school he pulled his tooth out, and I was like, oh yeah, you're still in that phase where you're like losing teeth. You're like not an adult.
Yeah, and the tooth fairy showed up.
Yeah, and then he came out and lost another tooth today.
It's an expensive week for the tooth fairy.
Poor tooth fairy's like, fuck, gas is expensive. God. But
I remember you text me, you're like, Bridget, I don't think the tooth fairy showed up. And then you're like, never mind. She did. She's amazing. She's better than I am.
I completely forgot.
Yeah.
I'll probably forget tonight, too.
Yeah.
That's going to be on you.
Yeah. Luckily, Arlo is in the 4-month sleep regression, so.
He gets up like 5 times a night.
Right? He makes sure that I'm up enough time to see the tooth fairy.
While I'm sitting there with my CPAP and just fucking...
It is so crazy. You don't snore at all. At all. It is just dead silent on your side of the bed now.
Do you ever worry?
No. Not really.
You're just so excited that I don't snore anymore?
Kinda.
I got used to it for a while, though.
I did.
But I also snore. Then I got to a place where, like, I would have, like... I don't know. I would start breathing. Or stop breathing. Which was weird.
Yeah, I think if for some reason, like, we traveled and you didn't have it, it would be extremely hard for me to go to sleep. Because I've gotten extremely used to you not snoring.
Well, that's why it comes with a travel case, and you're supposed to take it with you.
Oh, good.
It's a medical device. It's allowed on the plane.
Oh, good. Because I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I've gotten so used to it being quiet in our room.
But on a more exciting note, I finally hit 50 pounds of weight loss today.
Dude, I'm so excited for you.
Right? And what has it been, 14 weeks?
Crushing it, dude.
15 weeks? No, 14 weeks.
That is such a huge goal. You realize that?
15 weeks. 15
Do you
weeks.
realize that?
Yeah, it is a huge goal.
It's massive. That's amazing.
It's not easy to do.
No. Any weight loss is challenging.
Mm-hmm.
But the weight loss that you're doing right now, like medically supervised, which is fantastic. But the weight loss you're doing right now is incredibly challenging. Like I don't know that I could do it. Like the amount of discipline you have it's really impressive.
I just keep pushing forward. Some days are tougher. Like tonight I had hot dogs, which I shouldn't have had, but I had them and now my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's been tough. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but it's well worth it because I definitely feel a lot better and look better and fit in smaller clothes, which is great. So, but
Everybody likes smaller clothes. I like smaller clothes.
I know you keep buying me shit. Finally.
Well, I bought you clothes because you ran into issues with yours.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with mine. I must have left them in the washing machine or something, and they mildewed, and I couldn't get the smell out of them. And
I think you were just overly tired because of children chaos.
that doesn't sound like me.
You never leave clothes in the wash ever.
No, I'm very OCD.
And you ran a bleach cycle to
But
clean the wash.
it was a full freaking load of my clothes. It was all my clothes. It was my clothes for the week. And
I think what happened is that you must, because you'll do a bleach cycle every once in a while to
just to clean out the.
So I think what you did is you probably put the bleach in to do the bleach cycle.
And I didn't do the bleach cycle.
And
I threw my fucking clothes in with it, and then it ruined it.
And then you forgot you had clothes in there, and you thought you just did the bleach cycle maybe, because then you didn't get them for a while, so they got bleached and mildew.
Oh, it was fucking awful.
They definitely smelled.
So I had to throw away all my fucking clothes. We finally bought some new ones, which was nice.
Yeah. I mean, they'll fit you for a month, and then they won't, but that's okay.
Yeah, I gotta keep going on my weight loss journey.
Yeah. It's working.
And I've been doing it without exercise. All diet.
Gotta get the exercise in there one of these days.
That's the craziest thing to me is that you could lose that much weight just by diet.
Yeah.
I haven't done any exercise.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's really
Imagine if I exercised.
What's the old adage? Like abs are made in the kitchen or something like that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, the food I'm eating is a lot cleaner, a lot healthier.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, like tonight I had the hot dogs, but
yeah.
Every once in a while I'll do something, but
I'm eating cleaner than I did, but I'm still not eating like fantastic by any stretch of imagination.
Yeah.
But I'm eating better than I did. But my like electrolyte intake's been really good.
Well, you've been eating a lot of protein and veggies with me.
Yeah.
So.
But then I have like a sweet tooth craving or something.
Yeah, then you eat a carton of ice cream.
I don't eat a carton of ice cream.
A gallon?
No.
In one sitting?
No. I have like a handful of jelly beans. Peeps are terrible.
You throw some Sour Patch Kids on top of the ice cream with some chocolate syrup.
Oh my gosh.
Some caramel drizzle.
No. I made the most delicious snack the other day. So, I know Peeps are gross and like disgusting to like 99% of people, but like I like them.
I don't like Peeps.
I like marshmallows in general, and Peeps are just like a version of a marshmallow. So they were all like super clearance after Easter for like under $1.
Yeah, because no one wants them.
Right? I mean, I could have bought like the whole shelf. I bought 2 packs. But.
Twice.
No.
Yeah, because you came home with multiple packs.
Yes, 2 packs.
No, you came home like a week before with Peeps. You had gotten at like Walgreens or something.
No, your mom brought over Peeps and I ate them.
Oh, that makes it better.
For Easter. I didn't buy them. So I learned you can take like a little bite of a Peep and then eat a pretzel chip.
Oh my god. True fat kid right there.
It tastes like, because I can't do dairy, right?
Yeah.
So take a bite of a Peep, eat a pretzel chip, and it tastes like a white chocolate covered pretzel chip. So like really? The Flips. Remember the Flips from back in the day?
Yeah, maybe all you need to do is add like a little piece of Hershey's to it, and you've got yourself almost a s'more.
I can't do dairy. Hershey's has dairy.
Well, you can do black or dark chocolate.
Yeah. Gross. But I was like, yes, it was definitely a fat kid moment where I was like, oh, this is fucking delicious. Like the sweet, the salty, crunchy. It's like, it's literally tastes like white chocolate covered.
You have such like a weird craving. Like the sweets that you crave are fucking weird. Like me, I like cheesecake. You know, I'll crave like cheesecake or something like that.
So rich.
Oh, you'll I want a fucking box of Gushers. And I'm like, oh my God, really? God, that brings back so many memories.
I mean, you know, I did read Enzo's
snack
Valentine's collection.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Valentine's, he's got Halloween, he's got Christmas candy in there. He doesn't eat it.
He had fruit roll-up Valentine's, and I was like, done.
Dude,
it's the same thing as Gushers.
Almost every day, I've been sticking a fucking piece of candy in his lunchbox.
It never ends.
Just so it goes away.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, you've had some of this shit for like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah,
easy.
Doesn't eat it. I'm like, all right, never asks us. Like, okay. Every once in a while, I'll come up and be like, can I have a piece? And I'm like, yeah, you can have one.
I do have weird sweet cravings, though. Gushers or, like, Peeps. But I really like the salty sweet. Like, that is, like, my perfection. You just like
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, sometimes I like them. Salty sweet is my go-to, though. Like, if I can get, like,
I like Swedish Fish.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can feel the feeling of when they like stick in your teeth.
Oh, that's the best part when they rip out a filling. Like, oh, that's amazing.
That's all I feel right now in my mouth is that feeling of like when they get like that stuck in your like crevices of your like tooth. Ugh.
Yum. Yeah, and then you get a surprise later because you like it like dislodges itself and you get like some Swedish Fish.
Oh,
like
God.
3 hours later.
my man, when I could do like any sweets, my go-tos were Whoppers.
I like Whoppers.
And Junior Mints.
Yeah. What was the other ones that you always, the yellow box that you could always get that came in like Halloween, but...
Are you talking about Milk Duds?
Milk Duds.
Another rip your filling out one?
Yeah, I like the ones that really fuck your teeth up and really fuck up your mouth.
Terrible.
I don't know. I'm not a big sweets, though. I've never been a big sweet guy.
Yeah. So I'm telling people out there, if you have Peeps still, or if you want to try like a little mini marshmallow with
Send
like...
them our way, not.
No, a mini marshmallow with like a bite of pretzel chip. So delicious.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like it reminds me there's like a dessert people make that is like crushed up pretzel, like a caramel, and like some kind of like marshmallow stuff on it. And it like bakes.
Isn't that a candy bar?
No. I don't think there's
Mars bar, maybe, or...
No, I don't think they have any ones with crushed up pretzel.
Oh, I bet they do.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, again...
And then you just need to throw some gushers on top.
Chocolate dairy in 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what's out there anymore.
I struggle. I like my cheesecake. That's about it.
Have you noticed... Totally different subject. ADD brain sometimes. Have you noticed that Rhett is getting super tan?
Yeah, it's because he spends all his time outside. Susan spends all day outside with him. I'm like, I think it's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, they just got to do it before it gets too hot, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be doing it with 115.
That's why I think she's trying to take advantage of it now before it gets to be like summer.
Outside.
But I was looking at him and I was like, I'm so proud of you. Look at you getting tan and like developing a good base and not like getting burnt. So proud.
I know everybody thinks that their kids are the cutest kids, but Rhett really is the cutest kid.
He is super cute. He can be wacky sometimes.
Oh, he's fucking batshit crazy, but he's a cute kid.
He is really cute. What did my friend Louisa, I sent her a picture of Rhett and I sent her a picture of Arlo recently, and she was like, she sent him back to me, this is art. You all make some beautiful boys. Like, this is just art, Bridget.
That's the German in me.
I was like, thanks.
Blonde hair, blue eye.
Yeah. Arlo's pretty cute. He's not blonde hair, blue eye. He's blue eye, just brown hair. He'll go blonde.
He's losing all his hair.
I know.
Just wait. When his hair grows in, it's going to be blonde.
Probably.
It's going to be dirty blonde like Rhett's.
Probably.
Or he might just do a complete, 360 and come out fucking redhead.
His hair he was born with is like a brown red. It had a very hard auburn tint, which he gets from me because my hair pulls red tones naturally if I don't dye it, which I would dye.
Irish.
It is. It's the Irish. The Irish.
It's the Irish.
I was talking about that today with our nanny about being Irish and stuff like that. I was like, it's so funny because everybody else in my family that's Irish is fucking pale as shit. They don't tan. They got a bunch of moles all over their body. And then you have me, who I get really tan, and I don't really have a bunch of moles all over my body. I have freckles.
Just give yourself time. I mean, your birthday's coming up. But you're crossing over that 40, so.
Right? Fuck. I'm going to be 36.
How depressing is that?
It just hit me right now. I'm going to be 36.
Yeah, when you're 40, I'll be 39.
People now associate my age as almost 40 instead of
almost 30.
And not even mid-30s, or close to 30. It's now almost 40.
Yeah, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Life goes quick.
Yeah. Fuck.
I feel like it was just yesterday. I was fucking 16, dumb, immature, getting in trouble.
You know what's so funny, though, is I so distinctly remember when I was a teenager and I knew people that were, I don't even know, they had to have been late 20s to late 30s. And I would look at them and be like, man, they've got their shit together. They are adulting 110%. They got the house, they got the cars, they got the little 2.5 kids, the white picket fence. They got their shit together.
What's the 0.5?
It's the statistical average family. But I would look at them and be like, oh yeah, they got their shit together. And then I look at us and I'm like, I feel like I'm still 22, And then I'm like, oh wait, to an outsider looking in, we got our shit together.
To an outsider looking in, we're fucking old.
Right.
The most young ones. Right. They're oh my god, they're so old.
Right. No, they're late 30s.
I mean, I don't even wear I don't even wear nice clothes anymore. I just walk out in basketball shorts and flip-flops everywhere I go. Just so much of not giving a shit.
Right.
I don't care what I look like.
I think about that and I'm like, man, to an outsider though, we got our shit together. We have a house. We have 3 kids. We have two vehicles. We have a pool. We have our shit together.
2.5 kids.
2.5 kids. But it's just crazy to me because I'm like, man. So I think about these people I knew. One that pops off the top of my head is this couple, Nell and Andy. And I used to just look up to them so much when I was younger as the ultimate couple and the ultimate family. And I think I'm like, man, I wonder if they probably feel like we feel now. I don't feel like I have my shit together at all, but I guess I kind of do.
I mean, yeah, we do. From a
stability
Yeah,
standpoint.
like a stability standpoint, but like in our heads we don't. We're fucked. Everything's just fucking going a million miles a minute and you can't catch your breath. You're like,
No.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's the life of having little ones.
Little ones.
So
It's such a short season. It sucks. Like
that's crazy though. Now that you put that in perspective for me, you are gonna be closer to 40.
I know.
You're almost 40. We're gonna have to have like a 40-year-old specialty birthday for you.
People used to say, like, when I was, like, into my, like, mid-30s, probably to, like, 33, 34, basically pre-pandemic and pre-pregnancy of Rhett. People were like, oh, yeah, you look like 27. I don't look 27 anymore. Fucking look old.
No comment.
I got white hair.
That's all right.
It glitters. I was like, do I have glitter in my hair? I looked at it the other day. I'm like, what? Oh, no, that's a white hair. All, like, full length, not a little short one. A full length, top to bottom, white hair.
It's almost like it grows overnight.
I swear it does. I don't understand it. It's terrible.
I told you to go get your hair done.
I know.
You won't do it.
I need to one of these days.
Yeah. I'll dye it for you. I did it for you once.
I think you've done it for me more than once.
Probably, yeah.
You've done it a couple
Get yourself
times.
some fake fucking box dyes. We'll fucking fix you right up. You're gonna look like a fucking a skunk or a fucking cheetah or something.
I like my glitter hair. I don't like them. I get really mad when I see them. I was okay when it was like one or two, but it's like out of nowhere. I feel like it's a lot of them now.
Like you're not like a hugely, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure it out. Hold on, I had a brain fart. See, that's what happens with old age. You're not like a huge, like you have a ton of confidence normally. So
yeah,
like the one
insecure.
Insecure. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, appreciate it. You're not typically an insecure person, so it surprises me that like I tell you to go do your hair, but that's like the one thing you're really fucking insecure about, and you won't go do it.
I get so nervous because. Remember Maldives ruined my fucking hair.
We're not in the Maldives.
Hold on.
Real reality.
No, it wasn't getting my hair done in the Maldives. It's because I got it bleached right like before I went to Maldives. It was too porous, and then Maldives was right as the pandemic started, and so they like triple chlorinated their pool, thinking that would just kill off any virus that was in there for COVID. And so my hair, which was way too porous because I got it dyed blonde, got so much chlorine, like it fucking fried it. It just ruined it. It was like stretchy. Like hair shouldn't stretch. It was stretchy. It would break off. Like I don't
understand what you're worried about. You're not getting in a chlorinated pool in the Maldives.
I know, but I'm like, man, I've worked so hard to like get my hair health back to where it needs to be, and like I totally bought into the whole like Monat hair system, and I love it. For being able to like improve, like I 100% attribute the health of my hair to that system.
Well, then you just need to accept that you're gonna be gray and just own it and be gray.
I know. I'm like, should I just get more gray highlights put in that way? You know,
there you go.
Just go salt and pepper at 36.
Yeah, I like.
Fuck it.
I always wanted a gilf.
A grandma. Terrible. What'd you say today? You said something about like my fat butt or something, and I was like, hey, it's not fat. And you're like, and you spelled out the PHAT.
Yeah, it said PHAT.
And what does this stand for?
Pretty hot and tempting.
I have never heard that in my entire life.
That's what PHAT stands for. It's pretty hot and tempting.
Right. I never knew what it stood for. I just knew it was like other type of fat, like not like fat like obese, but fat like
pretty hot and tempting.
When you said it, I was like, oh, it only took 35 years for me to know what that meant. Now I really feel old. I'm like, what are these youngins saying? Let me go Google it.
That was a 90s thing.
Yeah. Like I always knew it meant like cool. You know, like, oh, so cool. It's bad. But yeah, no, I was wrong.
Oh, jeez.
We'll learn something new every day.
Well, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, we got to do some quality time with Enzo before he goes to bed.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys listening, and hopefully you learn from us and do it completely differently.
Do you. You do you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. You can check us out at
freezermilk.com
or Instagram.
Freezer Milk Podcast.
Until next week, guys. Thanks.
Don't forget, parenting is a trip. We are all here on the journey with you together. Thanks so much for listening.